Hey, it's Uncle Bubba. Let's cook some dinner. But I found out today that it's National Hamburger Day. Did you even know that that was a thing? I didn't. But in honor of that, let's make us a hamburger. But we gotta put cheese on it. First thing I'm gonna do is get us some baked beans going because I like my baked beans warm. So I wanna put them in a pot and get them on the stove so they can kind of simmer while we're making our hamburgers. So to do my baked beans, I'm just gonna do 1 can of this brown sugar hickory, and I'm doing 1 can of just regular home style baked beans. But I'm gonna doctor them up. I'm not gonna just do the can, I'm gonna add some things to it. Open, so here's 1 can of this. And then 1 can of this, home style. And since I'm gonna heat these up, I'm gonna put a piece of bacon in it. I'm gonna start getting my cast iron pan heating up. I want it to get really hot because I want to sear these hamburgers when I'm ready to make them. I'm gonna let the pan start getting hot. It's gonna cook, or probably medium high heat. I want it to get pretty hot. I'm not gonna put any oil in the pan because the hamburgers are gonna have enough grease in it. So we're not gonna put any oil in the pan. I'm just gonna cut one of these hickory smoked bacon strips and I'm gonna put it. The only thing I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of barbecue sauce. Like maybe a tablespoon. Probably good. And then we're gonna give it a stir and get it on the stove. This is gonna be a really quick dinner. I got the baked beans on the stove. Now I'm gonna cook the rest of this bacon in the oven and we're gonna put it on top of our cheeseburgers. You know I gotta use my griddle. Let's get our bacon cooking. And I got some lettuce and tomato I'm gonna cut up to put on it. All right, I'm gonna pop this in the oven. This is 80/20 ground beef. I paid $11.54 for this, and it's 2.5 pounds. I'm not gonna use all that. I'm probably gonna use a pound, maybe 1.5 pounds for our patties. I'm gonna save the other, and we're gonna use it tomorrow for our next dinner. So we're not gonna waste it. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of get, that's about 1 hamburger. That's about 2. There's 3. And there's 4. And I'm gonna save that meat and we're gonna use it tomorrow for our dinner. I don't know how I'm gonna make or what I'm gonna make tomorrow, but I will make something that uses this hamburger. My seasoning. I got my seasoning here. I already put it in here, but I've got salt, I have pepper, and I have some roasted garlic and herb seasoning all mixed in here. So I'm gonna just dump that in. Now I'm gonna do, I would say that's about 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. And maybe 1 tablespoon of this Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say it. That's probably good. We're gonna put that in. All right, let's scoop this out. All right, and I'm just gonna use my God-given utensils and use my hands. And you want it to stick together really good. All right, let's wash our hands. Do you know the trick to hamburgers to get them all so they're not plump up in the middle? You press it down with your thumb. All right. You could use already made patties, but for my hamburgers, I like to add my own seasonings and taste to them. So. All right. Push it in with your fingers. All right. Oop. I don't want it to fall apart, so I want to make sure it's good and smushed. There we go. All right, let's wash our hands one more time. For our bacon cheeseburgers, baked beans, and then a side of cottage cheese with it. And that's going to be our dinner tonight. Also, I wanted to share that I have entered a favorite chef contest, and voting will start June 1st. So I'm going to share some links for you guys to share with your friends. I would really appreciate as many shares as you can get. I'd really love to get into the top 20. The first week will be the top 20, and then it starts narrowing down each week after that. It's a long time. It's like months, 3 months or so of voting, and then you do the top 20, then 10, then 5, and you get down to the finalists. So I don't know what to expect, but I figured I would at least try. I submitted an entry and it got accepted, so I figured I'm going to share it with you guys. So when I share the link with you, please share it with your friends. Please review my profile, and we're going to see what happens. It's going to be fun. So you guys get to experience it with me. So it could be a bad experience, it could be a fun experience, but we're going to find out together, aren't we? But I think it's going to be fun. It'll also get my Cooking with Uncle Bubba name out there. I'd really like to grow my page a little bit. You will not see me asking for stars, and you will not see me asking you to subscribe. I would like you to follow my page and share my page. I just want to enjoy cooking and share it with people. Some of this stuff will be simple. Anyway, share the link. I would really appreciate it. Again, the voting will not start until 6/1, but I want to at least get people started so they can start looking at it and just have it on their radar to know to share it. I will send out more links when the voting actually starts. But let me know what you think. You know? All right, so 4 minutes have gone by. Now I'm going to flip my hamburgers and cook them 4 more minutes on the other side. There's our cheeseburgers. Mmm. All right, let's make our cheeseburger. All right, you all know this is the bread I like to use. So these are the buns I'm gonna use for my hamburgers also. I like to use this for any of my sandwiches, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. Set it on a pan and heat the bun up. I just toss it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then I make my cheeseburger and it's all nice and warm already. But you could toast it if you want. So I used to work at Steak and Shake, the fast food restaurant, way back in the day. So I know how to assemble a hamburger. Mayo goes on the bottom. Okay. Put your lettuce on. Your tomato. Your burger goes on. Of course, I got my bacon pieces here. Okay. And then on top is your ketchup, mustard. If you do onion and pickle, they go on top also. And I'm not doing mustard because I don't like mustard. Put some ketchup on there. Or yeah, ketchup goes on top with the mustard. I'm not doing pickle or lettuce, or sorry, I'm not doing pickles or onions today. That's your cheeseburger right there. Y'all know what cottage cheese tastes like. Here's our somewhat doctored up baked beans. That's good. Very good. Let's take a bite of our cheeseburger. Yum. Dinner's ready.